This week marked the start of Governor Phil Scott's 10th year in office, and the milestone is creating chatter among the two main political parties. Today, Vermont Democrats pointed out ways the state has become, they say, more dangerous and less affordable over the past decade, while Vermont Republicans say the governor isn't to blame. ABC 22's Matt Holderman joins me now live in the studio with more on this. Matt?
Thanks, Lauren. And that's not all that the two parties talked about today either. Reflecting on all the terms Phil Scott has served as governor, they are looking ahead to this November's election and what it might look like depending on what Scott decides to do. 9 years ago this past Monday, Phil Scott was officially sworn in as governor for the first time, making this week the start of his 10th year as commander-in-chief of the Green Mountain State.
Life in Vermont is more expensive and less safe.
But Thursday afternoon, Vermont Democratic Party leaders marked the occasion by noting some numbers they say have developed the last decade under Scott's leadership. A 99% increase in housing costs, 91% jump in healthcare expenses, and 113% spike in violent crimes. The Blue Party's new chair, Lachlan Francis, says because of that, it's time for a change.
The governor's leadership has failed to deliver the results that Vermonters deserve. And after 10 years of things moving in the wrong direction under Governor Scott, Vermont is ready for new leadership.
On that note, he says one of the party's top goals this year is raising money to support a candidate to take on Governor Scott this November, or whoever ends up being the Republican nominee.
What we're focused on is building and proving, that the state party has resources and infrastructure to support our candidate after that August primary. We expect candidates to come forward in the coming months, and we'll see who the voters select in August.
Vermont GOP Chair Paul Dame clapped back at Francis's comments, saying it's Democrats' fault that Vermont is more expensive and less safe than 10 years ago, since they have held a majority or supermajority in the state legislature that entire time.
Phil Scott has done everything he can to get Vermont more affordable. It's a shame that the Democrats spent the first 8 years of his 10 years fighting him tooth and nail.
As far as this November goes, though, nobody knows if Governor Scott will run again. But Dame says he hopes Scott does, because the party could be left in a tough position otherwise.
Every Vermont Republican, and I think most Vermonters, are hoping that Phil Scott runs again. If he doesn't, there will be a huge hole to fill.
And Dame added that if Scott does not run again, the Republican Party's most likely top choice to replace him would be the man sitting one seat below him right now, Lieutenant Governor John Rogers. The difficulty there, though, is Rogers has already stated his intent to run for Lieutenant Governor again, and the filing deadline is the end of May. So we will get our answers one way or another in just a few months.